Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amon-Ra coming to you with your general reading, Capricorns. Alrighty. Happy Mercury retrograde. All right. Mercury officially went retrograde on Saturday, November the 9th. Okay. It's been pre-shadow retrograde. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. My calendar is open again. I was trying to figure out a way to do donation readings for those people who cannot afford readings. They are donation readings. You can look on my channel to find out what that means. Okay, what that means. Your reading is looking good here. Your reading is looking real good here. This reading is going to be from November 9th through the 16th of 2025. All right. So yeah, you can go to my website and check that out. It looks like, because like I said, my calendar is open. So so you can schedule your readings directly through me instead of going through the link that was previously there for a while until I can figure out how to adjust the calendar. But you can, my number and all of that stuff will be in the description, and it's also on my website, right? So if you're outside of the United States, it's country code +1. But my information will be in the description. So by now, you know, when planets go retrograde, that means the planet does not move backwards. It doesn't move at a slower pace. It means you want to slow down. So Mercury is a personal planet. So personal planets are the sun, the moon. Obviously, sun and moon are luminaries. They are not planets. But Mercury, Venus, and Mars are planets. They are personal planets. You all are ruled by a social planet, Saturn, right? The principle of contraction, structure, and boundaries, right? Right? And it looks like you're trying to be conservative with your time. You're trying to be conservative with your time here, right? And you are you see the death card in reverse here, right? You see the death card in reverse, right? And you're learning. You've learned how to master something. You're reclaiming structure and releasing control, right? And so for you, this spread is reflecting the grounded, ambitious Capricorn energy while addressing current cosmic influences for this period and Scorpio season with Sagittarius cusp approaching, right? So I'm going to not only read your cards for you, but also, you know, like I said, we're coming up on the last quarter moon. The last quarter moon is November 12th, right? You can also go to my website to pull your birth chart as well. And on that same link, you can pull down, you can pull or, you know, print out or screenshot a moon phase calendar as well. Okay. So these are things that right there online, they're right on the internet. Okay. Right on the internet. So it's not, I don't want you to overwhelm yourself. You know, Mercury is a great time to increase your knowledge on all of this, especially people who want to learn how to read cards. You want to kind of sort of just, you know, learn, right? You want to learn, right? So let's set an intention. New love, new you, new career, new life. I love this. Okay. I love this. Somebody could actually be moving. I don't know who you are, but you could be moving. Yeah, you could be moving. So whoever you are, right? I'm hearing like a dorm. Somebody could be going to school, I guess. Or you could have a kid in school, or like a young adult in school. You could be a parent that has a young adult in school. But here's your current energy here. You're determined to steer your life back on track despite internal chaos. You're finding focus and self-discipline, you know, Capricorn at its best. You are a very disciplined zodiac sign, whoever you are, right? So 4 of Pentacles here is a challenge, right? So holding on too tightly to comfort zones or control. So you want to loosen the grip a little bit, you know, especially on finances or old habits that no longer serve your growth. right? The fact that you all are wired to be a disciplined zodiac sign, right? You can do things half the time that a lot of people who really don't have any discipline. That's a major benefit to Capricorns. You're just wired that way. Like you just can't help it. And that's Saturn for you all. You all are just really just structured that way. It really is just a matter of asking. And you know what? This will be a good project for you all. During Mercury retrograde, this is the third time, by the way, that Mercury is retrograde this year. The first time it was retrograde in April, in Aries, then it was retrograde in Leo, now it's retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, and it rules ninth house, right? And so also higher learning. So this will be a great time since you want to really slow down and think, okay, let me inspire myself, right? Let me really inspire myself. Somebody's 10th house may be in Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius 10th house. Somebody may inspire themselves to say, you know what, let me put a fire up under myself. Let me get motivated to increase my spiritual knowledge, right? My spiritual knowledge. Maybe that's getting with, maybe if you attend a church or mosque or temple, maybe getting with your spiritual or religious leader. Maybe, getting on their books, getting on their, their calendar or schedule. Or maybe if you work for an organization, a lot of organizations, believe it or not, have like on lunch breaks, they have, and this is kind of sort of like just their way of, just having fellowship, like in the office and, as a kind of a stress reliever. In their office, that could be something, or maybe you start something, who knows. But here we have death reversed. This is recent past for somebody, a transformation resisted. You've known something had to change, but have delayed the inevitable. It's time to face it with courage. Yeah, death reversed, right? Yeah, somebody is feeling, somebody is almost feeling like you knew you weren't the only person going through something. You know how that feeling that, just like almost feel like, okay, you were feeling kind of at a low point, but then you realize, okay, I'm not the only person going through this. It's kind of like, the kid that realizes that, okay, I thought the grass was greener on the other side till I realized, okay, it's not. You know what? Let me celebrate what I have here. This is what, like, everybody is breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. So if I had a positive spin to put on this, the way Pluto, which is the judgment card, literally, and I'm not even kidding when I say this, every single person is breaking a generational cycle, chain, and curse. If you're looking at it through the right lens, if you're looking at it from a high vibrational lens, nobody will leave anybody behind in their family, because everybody would look at it as like, hold on, I'm a star too. Like, I have an 11th house. That literally means every single human being is breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse in their family, right? You don't have to look to the left or right. You don't have to look at, oh, this person is a brighter star than I am, so I gotta kick this person off the stage. I don't have to knock this person off the stage because they're shining too bright. You don't have to do all of that. I don't have to hold something against somebody. I don't have to, run this person out of business. I don't have to do all of that. I can keep my vibrations high and look and just do the mirror work. So somebody has this whole new lease on life because they realize I don't have to walk around like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm a star. I have an 11th house. That's what this means, right? I don't have to link up with certain energies to do some crazy, strange, weird mess when I have my own purpose, right? I have a purpose, right? What was the purpose of all of that, right? And people were thinking that you were on some high horse. Remember, you all rule 10th house. People are trying to get to their 10th house, even if they rule 11th or 12th house. They're trying to double back and say, wait a minute, what was the purpose of all of that? Maybe I was thinking too fast. Let me get back to my 10th house. What was the purpose? Okay, what's my purpose in life? Let me get back to this. right? So somebody is now, realizing just how powerful ruling their house is. Like, for example, let's run it down. Aries is starting to look at themselves and go, wait a minute, I rule first house. There's value in ruling first house. Taurus is starting to look at themselves and go, I'm a Taurus. I rule second house. Gemini is starting to look at themselves and go, I'm really liking being a Gemini. I rule third house, right? Cancer is starting to look at themselves going, I never looked at myself that way. I rule fourth house. Y'all get the point. And then by the time you get to 10th house, you're starting to look at yourself and go, I rule 10th house. Let me see what sets me apart from every other Capricorn. Let me get into this. This is the reason why I talk about birth charts so much on my channel, because I really want people to celebrate themselves, celebrate the star in you, right? So you don't, and show that you don't have any competition. You can start there with just your birth chart, right? You can start there, right? My readings speak to every part of so when you are hooking up with people who feel like they have to drag you down to a lower place to make you feel like, what is your purpose here on earth? Like they got to link you up with something crazy, cloaking in energy and doing dark stuff. You're like, you can just leave them behind. You could, there's no purpose in that. I need to move on. I need to move on. You have purpose. You can tell them that you have a purpose in this world. So I feel like somebody is now on a different frequency. Somebody is realizing what the world card means. This is really you returning to pure consciousness. This is you returning to pure consciousness, which is a really good thing. Looking at the King of Pentacles is conscious goal here. You're striving for financial stability, mastery, and leadership. This week, you embody the mature Capricorn energy. Responsibility with calm authority is what I'm seeing here, because you're having a tower moment. You're having, this is hidden influences, right? A sudden revelation or external shakeup this week forces realignment. So what crumbles does so to clear your path for more authentic direction. So yeah, you don't feel like this is the end for you. You don't feel like something is the end for you. Now it's starting to hit somebody. Oh, that's right. I'm ruled by a karmic planet. Aha. Okay, I'm a star. Right? Meaning that a cycle may have ended, but okay, this is a rebirth. This is a rebirth. I'm not dying. A cycle, like a job or something, may have ended. A friendship may have ended. I may have physically moved, so some friendships may have ended. I may have relocated. Some things may have ended. Source may have cleared the path. Some things may have ended, because I see somebody getting married, right? So you getting married may mean that you may have to end some relationships with some single friends, because they may not be able to relate. You may be marriage minded, right? Your whole mindset may be, I may now start watching some things where I'm starting to see how to be married, right? For real. You may be wanting to link up with some people. Okay, y'all been married for years. How did your marriage last? How are y'all balancing things out? So you may be in that mindset, right? So you may want to spend time around people who are successfully married, and you may want to, you may be cutting time. You may be like trying to be disciplined in that way, right? So you don't have to end up divorced. That could be your mindset, right? So you don't, like, you have tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, right? So that's where you could becoming wealthy in. You could be like, okay, I want to spend time around people. That could be something that you're learning. You could be a person that says you want to get married, so you want to be around those types of energies, right? And so those may be people that you want to link up with, so you can cut back the time. Like if you want to be around entrepreneurs, you may want to spend time around entrepreneurs, sort of shadowing them, right? Whoever it is that this is how somebody is learning. This is how somebody is learning. You're an earth sign, so you may want to spend physical time around energies where you're learning things. Right? Because I feel like somebody is marriage minded. This is what this is. So congratulations to you. This is nice. This is wonderful, actually. Here we have the Star card, right? And so here's external influences here. So others see your potential and may offer guidance or healing energy. Keep faith, hope, and spiritual support around you, right? And so 9 of Wands here is the outcome. So resilience defines you this week. Even when tested, you endure. Boundaries are essential. Protect your progress without becoming hardened. Yeah. You'll be surprised at how much support you get when you open up and tell people this is the goal. The moment some people start hating on that, that's when it got to go. Those are the energies you're not linking up with. So you're going to start, somebody wants to be married. Somebody really, really has a desire for family and marriage. And I think that's wonderful. Whoever you are, no matter who, man, woman, whoever, I feel like those are the people that you're going to be aligning yourself with. That's why you say you have new love, new you, new career, new life, whoever you are. You could already be in a new, all of those things. But those are the people you're going to be linking up with. Married couples who have been married, they're going to be your like mentors, the ones that yeah, they'll be your mentors. You're because I feel like somebody's going to pray about, like, source, send me the people that you want me to be around, like show me the people, like you're even going to be watching people that you don't even know on social media, just kind of sort of like whatever, even if they have skits on, like some people have like comedic marriage material online where they're just like doing like husband, wife, or whoever, like comedic things online. But you're cutting your time in half because you're a very disciplined zodiac sign. That's my whole point. Whatever it is that you want to learn, that's what you're going to put all your energy into, your North Node, whatever your purpose is, your vocation, because you're answering a call on life. And because you're so disciplined, it's going to come to you faster. It's going to come to you lightning fast, actually. Because your spirit has always been moving towards that. So everything that you've been working on up until that point, it's going to start making sense. All of it's going to start making sense. Like, okay, I've been operating. It makes sense. Even if you feel like you've been bullied on a job, you're going to feel like, okay, it's starting to make sense. That's why I stayed on that job for as long as I did, because I needed to learn something, right? I stayed on that job. I needed to learn something for a reason, right? Yeah. Right, so something is because you resisted some kind of a transformation, and so you're facing something with courage. You're facing something with some kind of courage. Yeah, so here we have the 10 of Cups here, and this is an overall lesson. Okay, let me see. The 9 of Cups here was the outcome here. Resilience defines you this week, and so even when tested, you endure. Boundaries are essential. Protect your progress without becoming hardened, right? And so the 10 of Cups is the overall lesson. So true success isn't just material, it's emotional harmony, nurture family, friends, friendship, and gratitude for what's already thriving in the world. So for you all, the summary for you all is this week challenges you to balance control with trust. A shakeup, meaning the Tower here, may seem destabilizing, but it liberates you from stagnation. That's death reversed, right? By week's end, your perseverance, that's the 9 of Wands here, and devotion to craft, this is 8 of Pentacles, brings not only external success, this is the King of Pentacles, but emotional fulfillment. This is the 10 of Cups here, right? Emotional fulfillment. So that's 10 of Cups. So you have some kind of emotional fulfillment happening here, right? Yeah. So, so I'm going to give you all some affirmations also. In case you want those. So yeah. You're just having some kind of an awakening here. But some kind of candle work for you all. Dark green, that's grounding, prosperity, growth. Brown candle would be for stability, structure, you know, your element. White candle for clarity, purity, after the tower shakeup. White candle for everything, really. So, because you're ruled by Saturn, lighting your candles on Saturday are good. You know, state your intention. I release no longer what serves my highest purpose and invite stability, peace, and renewal. It can be something that you say when you light your candle. You want to really visualize roots grounding you deep into the earth and drawing strength from your, you know, mountain goat's persistence. And what does it look like after you rebuild, you know, recent changes, you know, the tower plus the 8 of Pentacles, right? Rosemary is really good for mental clarity and protection. Patchouli is really good for manifestation and earthy abundance. Mugwort is really good for intuition and dream work. Sage or cedar is good for cleansing, you know, like the white sage is really, really good for like cleansing, like if, you know, like kind of cleansing your, it's like some people have sage spray, like if you're a reader and you're like spraying, you know, like not to have the smoke and stuff, if you're just kind of spraying just for cleansing, right? Crystals, smoky quartz, garnet, stone for strength. Malachite is good for transformation. Smoky quartz is good for release, you know, those kind of things. Affirmations for you all, in case you all want some affirmations, would be: I am grounded, capable, and patient with my own growth. Another one could be is change is the soil from which my success blooms. Another one could be I build my world with integrity, discipline, and heart. Another one could be I trust divine timing. What falls away makes space for better foundations. And another one is I am safe, steady, and supported by the earth beneath me. And that's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Here's some oracle cards. Whoops. Work through your fears. A Scorpio could be a significance, or somebody could have a moon in Scorpio. Boundaries, right? Somebody could have linked up with a Scorpio. Because I'm looking at this number 8 here. 8, Scorpio rules 8th house. Eight is the, this is 8 here, right? Scorpio is ruled by the Judgment card and Mars. Mars is the Tower card. Judgment card is Pluto. Pluto is a collective planet. It's a generational planet. Where's my other? I'm just looking for some other oracle cards here. Inner power. So a Leo could be of significance here. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have and then sacral chakra. So triangle. Somebody may have been keeping you apart from someone. Sacral chakra deals with a variety of things. Sacral chakra is the second chakra up from the root chakra. So somebody could have used their creativity for not so healthy. Like somebody could have used their creativity for evil and not for good. To bully somebody here. Looking at the cards here. To bully somebody. To get them to move from place to place to place to place. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But anyway, somebody, like I said, congratulations on somebody who wants to get married. But I feel like somebody is now really getting disciplined, really seeing the advantage of you being disciplined and being around energies where you see yourself, not just, you see the purpose of being in spaces where you see yourself. Like if you see yourself wanting to master whatever it is you want to master, you want to be around successful marriages. Okay, you want to be around those energies. If you want to master cooking, okay, you're gonna start watching cooking shows. You want to master reading cards, you're gonna be around successful people who are successful readers, or what you deem as successful. Like, I don't think anybody would really get offended. I couldn't imagine. But or if you want to be around, who knows, I mean, people who know how to manage their money, those are the people you're going to be around. Or somebody who is successfully runs a bakery, you may ask to shadow them, or whoever. But somebody is definitely not going back to feeling like they are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, because you're going where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated, is what I'm seeing as far as family is concerned. You're not going to be around energies where you don't feel appreciated. That's just period. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Hopefully that's it. That's just it. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. See you all in the next video. Bye.